whatever. Or do a countdown, it's fine. Okay, we are live. Really excited for you guys to join us here on the set of The Chosen. We're actually doing the Sermon on the Mount. I'm Daryl Eves. I'm the executive producer. I'm Dallas Jenkins' partner, and you see me in a video or two every once in a while. And we thought it would be really cool if we helped you guys see kind of what we see, as things are happening here. Now, it is a frigid 30 degrees. We need your prayers because it's cold. And what's happened is we have bus of people coming in all the time. They got up, some of the people got up at 3 o'clock in the morning to be here. And for them to get here, they actually had to do a COVID test. And then they had to have another COVID test when they got to the stadium when they got here. So everybody that's here is cleared. And so they're bused over here. They're going to go through the welcome tent, which we're going to go through as well. So let's kind of talk to a few people. Let's just head over here real quick. How's it going?
Good.
You're on the live stream. How's it going?
Good.
You guys feel good? Yeah. All right, where are you guys from?
Idaho.
Idaho. That's
Yeah.
Is it just to remind you of Idaho, the cold weather?
Yes.
Yes.
That's why I got my 32-degree underwear on.
So what do you guys think of The Chosen? Like, seriously, you're here.
I love that Jesus looks like a real person and acts like a real person.
He's like the Jesus that people know and can relate to.
That's right.
He's so real. It's amazing.
Yeah, love it, love it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for
all
coming,
you guys
and I
do.
hope you guys stay warm. Welcome. You guys look amazing, which is good. Okay, so we're gonna let people come through here a little bit, and then what we're gonna do is go through what they go through. So they have this nice ride from the stadium over here, and then they go through this welcome area. They get some little things to keep them a little warm during these 30 degrees weather. And so we'll just wait for a few more people. We got somebody that has. You guys mind coming being on the live stream for a couple seconds? Where are you guys from?
I'm from Minnesota.
Minnesota.
And North Carolina.
North Carolina. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So this
I'm
is
Daryl.
nice.
I'm one of the executive producers. Thank you for
Nice to
coming.
meet you.
And there we go. And so Minnesota kind of feels like this then too, right?
Oh
Such
yeah,
that-
it's negatives there.
Okay,
today.
so you're like, hey,
this is like,
you're like short sleeve weather here,
Yeah, it's
ready to
hot.
go. That's awesome. And what was your name? I'm sorry.
Nikki.
Nikki.
Yeah.
All right, sweet Nikki. So how did you discover The Chosen? Like, where were you able to do it?
How did I discover
Yeah.
originally? I had a friend that, or people that were just posting on Facebook, and that's how we saw it first.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then you?
this is my sister.
Wait, your sisters?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. That's great. You can support each other here in the
Yes.
cold.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
you're in North Carolina, what part?
Asheville?
Asheville. No, right where that's at.
Yes.
My daughter used to live in Asheville for a while, so, which is really cool. Well, thank you for being a part of it. What time did you guys get up this morning and get here?
We were at the 9 o'clock check-in.
Okay.
So not,
So you
not
guys-
the super early group.
Like,
we
the
were-
super early group got up at like 3 o'clock,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. So we were up at like 6:30.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah.
And,
great.
okay, why don't we come in a little bit closer, just so we can get, what was your favorite part of The Chosen season 1?
Oh, I think Matthew is my favorite character.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love Matthew, and just like, especially when Matthew gets called by Jesus out of his, out of
The
his
tax booth?
out of the tax booth.
Just immediately gets up and goes.
Yeah.
That, and my other favorite is oh my goodness, how did I do
It's cold, and you're on camera, and it's live stream, so.
Yes, yeah,
My favorite was Nicodemus.
Yes.
He was Nicodemus.
yes.
When he like was almost there, and he's like so close,
When
so
Jesus,
close.
When Jesus says he was so close, yes.
Yeah.
Just start following.
Okay, so I'll be honest with you. My favorite is the small little details that you catch. So like when Jesus and Nicodemus were doing, John 3:7, and John's on the back on the stairs, and they're like, "Did you hear that?" And he's like, "Shh." Just those small little details are the best.
So true.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
And stay warm today.
Yeah, you
This will be
too.
awesome. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
So we have people from all around the world that are coming here to help us shoot the Sermon on the Mount. Now, the cool thing about Sermon on the Mount is this project has started with a group of people that were passionate about telling the story the right way and getting people behind us as well. And so as people were able to contribute to The Chosen, that made it possible for us to actually do season 2 because of all the great things that are happening here. Now, what we're going to do is go into the welcome tent, and I'm going to show you something really special, really special that we put together, and it actually has a lot to do with you. So come on, let's go check it out. So, is this the welcoming committee? Oh, we got hand warmers. Oh, look at that. See, everyone that comes in gets a nice little hand warmer. What's the way to do it? You shake it up?
Take it out, stick it out.
Okay.
You gotta be real patient.
Okay, be patient. I think Jesus taught about patience, right? Okay, what's going on?
Warm hearts, warm hands, right?
So we have a lot of tents that are here, and they have these little places to stay a little warm. So we don't want to go off the kilter here. But over here is the real surprise. Now, take a look at this. Right here, we have put together, check this out. We have put together an amazing shadow box, and it's all with the different elements from each creator. Right now, you can actually go, and there's a silent auction happening at thechosengifts.com that you can actually see this, or the Sermon on the Mount where we're doing that. But you see here too, we have a picture of Mary broken, and she signed that. Liz Tabish signed it, and really amazing, and all the little details, the doll. And so part of it is this has been a very expensive project, and with the COVID testing, we had $768,000 that had to go towards COVID tests leading up to this day, and it's going to be super expensive for this day as well. And so these are a way to contribute and help out, but also have the memorabilia that's going on. You can see all the little details that she has. This is the cup that she dropped and broke in episode 1. And then here's Matthew. You can see Matthew. You have the sandals, his little tablet, some stuff in there, and then you can see. I just love this one. It's just so stunning, and I love it because it's like Matthew's kind of in his own little world, and that kind of portrays that in that scene here. And then this one is Shahar. So we have Simon Peter. Take a look at that right there. Go ahead and focus in on that. But totally just unbelievable. The little details of the stuff that happens, and I just love that look. That is totally. Take a look at that thing up there. Totally Simon right there. Just ready to take on the world. It's awesome. Now let's come over here. This one is epic, and this is the one with Jesus that you can see there. And got his backpack. That's a limited edition backpack where we've reproduced 30 of them, and that's all we're doing. And that's one of the 30. I think it's number 6 or something like that. And you can see from there. So pretty cool. So you come in, you get to see a little bit of the stuff that's going on. But let me show you what's happening over here. So we actually have a lot of people here, and then once again, this is all COVID, compliant. We're using SAG regulations for this type of production, and so we have a lot that's happening. You see, we have some tables and stuff over there. We also have some entertainment. We actually have some amazing, like Phil Wickham, Michael Jr., and a few others that are here performing today. So let's kind of head over this way.
I don't know if you have time to...
Hello.
Hey.
Let's see if we can find. Let's head this way. We'll go see if we can find some people. Got our little first aid booth, which is good. And if you wouldn't mind just swinging when I start talking about stuff like that, would be great. Okay. Usually I do the live stream where I'm holding it. I take you where it's at, but you guys get that. So I mean that's the way it works. So let's go ahead this way. Okay, here's a great thing about what's happening here. We have a canoe, and the canoe is filled with some beverages of choice here. So, cool. Okay, so can you see all the porta potties that we have to deal with there? There's so much that's going on, a lot of little logistics. I mean, it's hard enough alone to actually put on the Chosen itself, and yet trying to do this scene and making it an event. And oh my goodness, look at that over there. Look at that. Wait, look at all those people over there. Unbelievable. That's so awesome. So it's just great, you know, everyone's coming together to, you know, film this amazing scene of The Chosen, where we're able to really look at that. Oh my gosh, that is super, super cool. Okay, we're gonna go over there in a second. While they're doing this, just because of Content ID and going live streams, it's kind of hard because we can't have music in the background just because it'll get flagged, and we don't want to get it shut down just before we get started. So what we're gonna do is talk to a few people before we go, and then we're gonna head over to the Sermon on the Mount area, and then hopefully we can catch Dallas here somewhere. I know he's here somewhere. I might have to text him. So let's go ahead and head this way. Now, if you're just joining us, hello, how are you doing? If you're just joining us, you know, we are live here at the Sermon on the Mount. My name is Daryl Eves. I'm an executive producer of the series. I'm also Dallas's business partner, and we've been doing this for 3 years together. So let's go ahead and head this way. Hey, how are we doing? Oh, look at here. Who do we got here? You're actually on a live stream now, so you're not
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
now
so
I need to leave.
here's no. You don't need to leave.
I'll
So
back out.
here's the no. You
Yeah.
gotta stay here because this is really important. So here's the thing. There's a lot of people that made it happen to get to this point, but this couple right here was extremely important in the journey of The Chosen, because it started on his farm with the shepherd.
That's right.
And you were able to see it from day one.
Day one.
You want to just kind of share it with everyone?
Yeah, actually day -1, because Dallas and Amanda are close friends of ours. We've been in a small...
Oh, wait. This is Earl Sills. He's an executive producer as well. One of the partners with all of us and his wife.
Yeah.
And go ahead now, sorry.
So Dallas and Amanda, this is my wife Tara. We've been in a Bible study group for 10 years together. So we've been on the journey from the very beginning, and really behind the scenes, behind. On our knees, praying, crying, experiencing both success, failure, the birth of the shepherd, the construction on my farm patio or concrete slab.
It made it look good, though. I mean, that looked good.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe it. You honestly wouldn't believe it. So, so we've been a part of it from the beginning. So it's been great.
Yeah, so when Dallas said, hey, Earl, I'm doing a show, and this is really important for everyone, you actually had more trust in him than most people that did at the time, because you were able to see his talent, right?
Right.
And when he approached you and said, hey, let's just do this, was there any hesitation on your part to do it? Was there anything that was holding you back?
No, there's two elements. There's talent, and then there's God's favor. There's a lot of people that have talent.
Yeah.
But, you know, as I spend time reading the Bible or studying the scriptures, you begin to realize you can have nothing and have God's favor and have great success. But the other half is you can have everything and not have God's favor and have zero success. And so, you know,
That's so true.
It is so true. And the thing that we've experienced with Dallas and Amanda is they are a part of God's story. This is not their story. It's God's story, and them a part of his story.
Yeah.
And so that's the beautiful thing about both the shepherd and the chosen. This is a calling by God to Dallas to build this.
Yep.
So that's what we got to see firsthand.
And what I've witnessed too, because you put out, you know, there's a lot of, it's been tough. Like it's
Right.
like
It's
crawling on glass, you know, for 3 years. But it's really interesting to see that God's love and his knowledge comes in, because like at the right time there's certain things that we need, and it's just there. God provides 100% of the time, and you know, we're the ones that are impatient, but this project has been so much. But I got to ask you, this is the most important question. Would you ever imagine that it would be this big?
No, I didn't go down that line.
Yeah.
I didn't think like that.
Yeah.
That, you know, it was more out of just obedience and friendship.
Yeah, I love that.
And I coerced him into putting this on today.
Yeah,
And
this
you're
is
like,
Aren't you
this is
impressed?
100% my wife. See, look at, I mean, Daryl, executive
we have to
producer,
be a
he gets to
part.
wear normal clothes, and she's like, we got to go help Dallas. I'm like, what do you mean? You got to wear that thing.
Yeah,
So here
yeah,
we
I
are
love
with
it.
the
Fun.
thing.
It's a once in a lifetime chance, right?
Yeah.
And Tara, what about your journey? How has it been for you when you actually watched The Chosen for the first time? How was that?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
just all the time in prayer, all the conversations, the heartache. You know, it's just it all came to fruition. It was beautiful and so well done. I mean, we knew Dallas was good, but
We didn't know he's that good. Well, let me give you a secret. He's not that good. I think we had some help.
Yeah.
But it's been fun to watch. You know, the kids go through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like family. So
Yeah,
it's been
no, I love it. I love it. And I who's your favorite character? I'm just very curious now.
Well, I'm very intrigued with Simon because I love him so much, and
Yeah.
I am just baffled at what's coming in his character. So that's probably the one I'm watching the most closely.
Yeah,
I
there's-
can't imagine my Simon denying Christ. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
I think there's a lot of setup, but one thing that I know is, you know, just humans make mistakes. And this is what I love about season 2 is like we're really showcasing, you know, a lot of the problems that are happening in the world today happened back when Jesus was there. And a lot of the stuff is more relevant now than it is ever before. And some of the bigotry and the racism and, you know, the hatred, and where he came to complete everything and literally heal the world is what I'm grateful for, and especially for season 2, just to be able to see that. So it's gonna be awesome.
Right?
Yeah,
All right.
I'm glad we
Well,
ran into you.
good to see you.
Good. You didn't know that you'd be on the live stream, did you?
No idea.
For
Just
sure
good.
was
Just saying
around
hi to you.
All right. Well, we're gonna cruise on over. We're gonna head over to the sermon area real quick. There's a whole bunch of people coming down that way, but let's go ahead there. Hi.
Hi,
How
I
you
was
doing?
wondering if I could get a picture with you.
You sure can. We're on live stream, but let's go ahead and do it anyway. All right, here we
My
go.
husband, get in here.
Oh.
You're in here with
There we go.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank
Alrighty.
you.
Well, you might as well be on the live stream
Oh,
now,
okay,
because I mean,
awesome.
if you
Thanks.
took my picture, I gotta take yours.
Right?
So,
Sure.
where are you guys from?
Get in here. We're from Salt Lake City, Utah.
From Utah. So it's cold
Yes.
in Salt Lake City.
Yes.
It's
Is
warmer
it-
than this.
Well, here's the bad
Right,
thing.
you guys should have stayed in Goshen, Utah.
It was 70 degrees. It was 70 degrees last week, and now it's like
This is
30
crazy,
degrees,
right?
probably negative, whatever. But thanks for coming. Thanks for being a part of that.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna head this way. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so I think it will be good to kind of cruise into. Stay close. Okay. Let's cruise over to the sermon area. It's going to be way over there. Go check a look over there. It's like way over there. That's what we're actually going to take a look at real quick. So. So once again, you know, we went through strict COVID protocols to have everyone get here, but that's it's been quite the journey. It just takes a lot of people to put this on. Okay. I think we're parked right over here. I even forgot where we parked. Okay. Okay, this will be interesting if we can do the live stream in the golf cart. Luckily, they gave us a nice golf cart that we're kind of enclosed, but it'll be really weird and loud.
Rick and Utah.
Hey, yeah. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get in this, and we'll head on over. So hopefully that works just fine for us. All right, so this will be very awkward. That's what live streaming is all about, being awkward. Okay, so he's zipping up. I'm still here. Okay. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're just gonna mosey on over. Hopefully we're not gonna disrupt too many people here. How are we doing over there?
All right.
Okay.
My glasses fogged up. So.
Okay. So our cameraman Brad's glasses fogged up. That's okay. Okay, so we're gonna head over this way, and I'm hopefully not gonna hit anyone because there's a lot of people here. It's like disciples crossing real quick. Hello! How you doing? All right, so we're gonna head over to kind of where everything's gonna happen here today. Oh. Okay. Oh. Man, we must have hit a rock or something. Okay, we got someone that's just literally in front of us. Okay. Okay, so part of the project like this is there's so many moving parts like we talked about to make this happen. And one of it is our crew. They've been in Utah for the first part of the season, and then we moved here to Texas, which is a really big deal. I mean, it's taken a lot to get here and a lot to set up. And we're on about 900 acres here at the Salvation Army, and they've been super great to make it possible for us to actually do a long-term lease and handle all the shots and everything that we need in the given seasons that we have. Oh my gosh, look at that. We got all those people right there. Look at that. It's so epic. We might need to jump out and see that. How's that sound? Probably want to get past it first. I think we should jump out. What do you think, Brad?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna. That is so epic. That is like an epic shot. All right, so we're gonna come out here. Just give me 1 second, guys. I gotta navigate here so you don't get cut out. Okay, here we go. Look at that. I can't imagine just, being in the time of Jesus and hearing about him and hearing that he's going to come preach and just seeing the thousands of people that are going to come hear, him speak and to preach and to give a sermon. And this is powerful. And once again, we're all down to really being a part of making sure that we're COVID tested. Everybody's been tested several times. It's been super, super amazing. What we're going to do is kind of come over this way if we can. Let's get a little bit closer. Let's get kind of on them if we can. Ooh, I love that. So they're just prepping for a shot right now. So you can see the people that are there prepping for a shot. So they're trying to get people as they're coming back in. And this is let's head down. We can leave that.
That's great, guys. We got the shot. Thank you.
I think we went through the shot.
Oh no.
Oh, that's so funny. Did we go through the shot? Okay, so that's probably the worst thing that I could ever do in the history of all mankind is get in the shot. And I think we just drove right past the shot. So that's funny. Okay, so I'm gonna go get yelled at, but let's go. Okay, so ruined the shot, but we got it. We only needed a little segment of it. We'll zip down there and let them. That's funny. I had no idea they were getting that shot. There you go. That's what happens. We're like ahead of schedule, which is good. Okay, let's head out this way. Okay, we got it? All right. We'll see if Adam Drake kept his cool because he was directing that shot. So we love you. You're on the live stream, by the way. Just really quick, logistics. Tell us about logistics in this thing. Just, I know you're busy, but just really quick.
Well, we just got a shot of them walking, and I guess you can see with lots of people, it takes a while.
Yeah.
So we did 2 takes. The first one actually went off pretty good without a hitch. We wanted to make a few adjustments.
The second one, there was a guy driving through on a live stream. Oh, that was us.
Good thing is we were on a really long Zoom, so we only caught you for like 3 seconds, so the rest of it was usable.
Oh crap!
But Akis was screaming and yelling. Yeah.
I thought they had stopped me. I didn't know they were shooting. But anyways, Akis, do you forgive me?
Yeah.
Just for 1 second.
Okay.
You were only in there for like 2 seconds.
Okay.
But you know, you should have noticed the giant, 500 people coming down the hill towards you.
You saw that?
Yeah, there's lots of people.
Can we do another one?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Thanks, guys.
I'm gonna make that call right now.
Cool. So a lot of little details. There's so much that's going on, and sometimes with everything that's going on, usually we're better coordinated. But yes, I made a faux pas, and he's gonna probably fire me. But we'll see how it goes. Okay. So up here, let's just head up here. This is the field of where we're doing the Sermon on the Mount. We'll have everybody come out here. This is kind of where our money shot is. So let's kind of head back up this way. Did you swear at me? Okay, good. Like, who is that guy?
I'm never going to use that shot for that long anyway.
Okay, so Mark, come on up. So one of the things that I like about the Sermon on the Mount, let's keep on walking here, Matt, get close, is how the series basically takes Jesus and he goes one-on-one. And so earlier on in season 2, he pulls Matthew aside. And some of you have been able to see this in some of the behind the scenes stuff that was shown, but says, hey, this is what I'm thinking about doing for the sermon, and I want you to kind of take notes. And he basically gave the Sermon on the Mount to Matthew first before he did it to the thousands of people. And that's what I love about the series, is it's just so personal. It really connects with you emotionally, and it's one-on-one, and it's just so great. So this part is where we had to take a little bit of creative liberty to put all this up over here. I can show it right over here. Just kind of put it together so we have behind the tent. We'll kind of use it as like an event. They're talking to Jesus beforehand as people are congregating over this way. If you can show out this way. So we'll have them all down in the field, and they'll be congregating, listening to Jesus. And the shot itself is them getting ready before Jesus gets up, and some of the dialogue and things that are happening behind the scenes, and then you'll get dialogue that will happen out there as well. So let's kind of go from here. There's a lot of details that go into it, but a lot of people's gifts and talents that God's given them too. And then we have some amazing equipment to get the epic shot. So come over here and you can kind of peer down.
Doing that rap?
How are we doing on time?
We're going to show you how crazy this is and how we should do it the other way.
Get ready. Okay, we're gonna actually go find Dallas right now and take a minute and see if we can kind of find him. So I'm gonna play a couple things. I'm gonna have John, that's like switching the live stream, play a couple behind the scenes things while I look for Dallas. And if I find him, we're gonna have him. If not, we're gonna go another side of here at the Sermon on the Mount. Thank you. Be right back.
Up to heaven, I wanna see floodgates Look at where I'm standing. Check this out. Like, I want you to see this. Check out like this wheat field. I am in a wheat field.
Throw me like a stone in the water, watch the mud rise up.
There is a key scene, I'm sure you can probably end up figuring it out. It takes place in a wheat field. We figured we were gonna have to kind of maybe build a small little area of wheat and just fake stuff and then maybe use visual effects to make it a big wheat field.
Trouble.
So when we were here in Utah, we were saying to one of the people who works at the set, do you know anywhere where there could be a wheat field? He's like, oh yeah, right across the street. So literally across the street. The set is actually a 3-minute drive behind me to get to. And there is a big, huge wheat field here that we are shooting in, and it's just unbelievable. I mean, the way that God provides for this project in such immeasurable ways, we were able to even create paths and roads in the middle of the wheat field. It's just incredible. And so we were able to spend the day here. Jesus and Simon are at the front, James and John behind, Andrew right up here next to John. And I might end up...
Can't get rid of me, dude. I'm still here.
Philip and Matthew should be next to each other. You guys are you're starting to become like mentor, mentee. Maybe you two are a little bit more spread apart because again, Matthew's still getting used to, he's still just a little bit away from people. And we got off to a late start, of course, because when you have 9-10 actors all in the same scene, they all have to get into hair and makeup and wardrobe and all that stuff. And we had the arrival of Other Mary, Vanessa Benavente, who takes several hours in the makeup chair because they're aging her. And so all of that gets us off to a late start. But shooting out here is such a beautiful backdrop that it doesn't require tons of setup for lighting and whatnot because the sun does the job and the backdrop does the job. So it's truly amazing. I also got some incredible news this morning in that the actor that we've been waiting for, when I told you we didn't know if the person was even going to be able to get on the plane yet, we got the news. Getting on the plane, he's going to be here just in time.
This is what it's come to.
This is the moment. It's okay.
Can I get some tears over here?
Yes.
It's so good.
So with this visa, you can fly directly here as annotated in the issued visa. We have literally changed this flight like 10 times.
If he would have come here earlier, we wouldn't have changed the schedule. And because he wasn't going to get here, we moved the schedule so that we could shoot in this wheat field earlier because we heard that it was going to get frozen. And so we ended up deciding, okay, now that we know that Allah is coming, let's go ahead and move this up. And turns out next week it would have been frozen and we wouldn't have been able to get this when it was scheduled. I don't know what's going on, but it just certainly seems like God had his hand on this project. And so even when we have a decision that we feel like we have to make and it doesn't work and we all freak out, the solution is always better than our original plan. It's happened over and over and over again. So today, yes, we got some great scenes, but today is more about, for me, provision and recognizing that this project is way bigger than I am and that some of the reasons that it's going to be great have very little to do with me. And that's actually a really comfortable and confident place for me to be in. Hey, it's Dallas, the creator of The Chosen. Thank you so much for checking out our video. I'm actually standing on the set of season 2 of The Chosen right now. Got a quick favor to ask of you. In exchange for all of the free content we're giving out on our channel and on the app, and all of season 1 is totally free, if you wouldn't mind clicking the subscribe or the notification bell, checking out the links in our description, it would really mean a lot. It actually helps the show and our channel get out in front of more people. Thank you so much.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we found Dallas. Dallas is right here. You're on the live stream, Dallas.
Hey guys, I'm about to go up on stage and talk to a bunch of people, but I miss you. I wish you could be here, but I know you guys are here for us in spirit. I know you're praying for us. It means a lot. We feel it. It's a big day, but it's for all of us, including you.
It's super exciting, so we'll let him get back to his thing, but let's kind of go over here. Get a pan of everyone that's here. So we're doing like a little concert, just a set up.
I at least one talent that you could be using to grow the community.
So awesome, so awesome. What's been great about it, let's come up. What's been great about this is the support of everyone. Everyone like you guys that are here on the stream, but also all the people that are here. Anyone that watches the show, shares the show, follows us on Instagram, follows us on Facebook, subscribes to us on YouTube. That makes a difference of really getting that project out there. And so let's kind of go backstage though.
Visionary to lead a team that can make this happen. And I want to bring up someone who has a vision, someone who has the talent of leadership and is using it to build this kingdom and to build this media empire, the Chosen. I want to bring out the visionary, the leader behind the Chosen. On your feet, ladies and gentlemen, for Dallas Jenkins.
On? Am I on? I don't think I'm on, guys.
Not on.
I'm not on. Hey, Jesus didn't have a microphone for the Sermon on the Mount, so why do I need one? One, two. Hello, Chosen family. This is overwhelming. This really is. Each and every one of you is here for a reason. And I believe you're here not only because you're partners with the Chosen, but because God has something to say. And God has had something to say for a couple of years. And I'm not sure why He chose all of us to be part of it, but I'm very grateful. And I'm grateful that we get a chance to participate in something that He's doing around the world. Do you know that literally today, in every single country in the world, someone is watching The Chosen. Yeah. And they're watching it for free. Yeah. You know why they're watching it for free? Because you guys paid it forward. And that's really, really meaningful to them. It's meaningful to me. I'm really glad to hear. So, the weather. I didn't choose the weather. This wouldn't have been my choice. But do you know how many times in The Chosen my choice has not worked out and something else has come along at the last minute and made it significantly better than I would have chosen? So I don't know exactly why this one is working out the way that it is, but I do have faith that when we look back on this week, there's going to be a reason why it was overcast, and who knows? I've had several people tell me, you know what, listen, when Jesus preached the Sermon on the Mount, we don't know that it was a perfectly sunny day with a dove flying down onto his shoulder while he was preaching. That's how most projects typically go, Bible projects. And Jesus, everything always looks sunny and beautiful and happy. And we like to show the fact that Jesus came during a time that was actually kind of rough. And that's what the show is actually about. So I think if they could suffer through a few things, and if Jesus could make the ultimate suffering, maybe we can put up with some cold weather for a few days. So you guys are doing that, and it really means a lot. So thank you for being here. So I want to tell you about a few people who have joined us. So later you're going to hear from Gary Job and Cody Carnes, who are amazing, and they're even going to join us over in the hill where we're filming the Sermon on the Mount for an extraordinary performance that I think you're going to be really blessed by. You're never going to forget. They're going to come on a little bit later. One of the reasons why I've had them out, they're big fans of the show, but some of their music has really influenced me and influenced me with The Chosen. Most of the time when I'm doing late night writing sessions of season 1, season 2, and season 3, I'll sometimes take a break and just listen to worship music. And out of that worship music comes many scenes in The Chosen. And The Chosen, in many ways, is designed to ultimately introduce us to the authentic Jesus. And then what happens after that? Well, we hopefully worship, and that's why we've got people like Carrie and Cody here. Before Carrie and Cody come out is Michael Jr. Yes! Got the DVD right there. Michael Jr. is a great comedian. Now, why did I have a comedian come out? Well, first of all, humor is a very big part of my life. It's a big part of The Chosen. It's one of the things that I think makes The Chosen a little bit unique, is that we didn't try to make it all serious. And stand-up comedy has had a huge influence on my life. The storytelling aspect of it. Michael Jr. is a brilliant comic and a brilliant storyteller. Has had a big influence, and I found out 2 weeks ago, out of the blue, that he became a big fan of The Chosen, so we said, let's get him on here. First up, this guy right here. How many of you watched the Christmas special? He was the opener of the Christmas special, saying "Away in a Manger." I watched it probably 37 times and cried every single time. This guy makes me cry every time he does a worship song. Some of these worship songs have changed my life, have tremendously impacted The Chosen. And in fact, he wrote a new song that he's going to be performing today as well. That just came, that he hasn't even come out, right? Has it come out yet?
No, not yet. No.
Yeah, not out yet. You guys are going to hear it first. Well, after me, I heard it first. And I'm telling you, it's got a direct connection to episode 1 of season 1, and it is absolutely beautiful. I can't wait for you to hear it. But I know it's cold. I know that this is a challenge. But anything that you can do to make our guests feel welcome would be greatly appreciated. Give them your full attention. I love you. God bless you. I'll be back on in just a little bit and introduce you to a few more people. But first and foremost, here's Phil Weber.
Yeah! Hey everybody, man, this is, aren't you so pumped to be here? This is amazing. I, like one of you, have been so moved by this show. Even some songs put up on my new record that inspired you from the show. Like you said,
Okay, so because of content ID, that we can't play copyrighted music, we can't listen to this, so we're gonna cut off and we're gonna actually do one last little break. You're gonna watch a couple behind the scenes videos, and then we'll be back again at the Sermon on the Mount.
The stuff that we're getting is exceeding my expectations, which is always the case. This show continues to be better than I am, and that's a good and comfortable place to be. Today was really interesting because some of the most complicated things we were doing were today. We got to do a few stunts, which was really cool. There was just a couple of really amazing scenes that we were able to capture, and we only had one take to do it because it was so cold. And when you send a bunch of people into this pool and they all get wet, you don't get to like reset and then just do it again. This is it. When we say, when those bubbles hit, you've got to be shot out of a cannon, okay? Don't wait, don't look at others to wait for them. When you see those bubbles, it's aggressive. So especially those who are getting into the water, you're getting up and running into the water. And the rest of you who are crawling, same thing. When you see those bubbles, it is aggressive. Start moving immediately. Don't do it hesitantly. Don't do it softly. This is it. And then as soon as we're done, we'll get you all warmed up.
All right.
All righty?
Who's ready?
Yes, here we go. So we only had one take of some of these moments, and they all turned out fantastic. Our stunt crew is incredible, and I just can't wait for you to see some of the results of that. Guys, it was amazing. Thanks again. There's one woman in particular who came in last. Is that you?
Yeah.
Come here. Oh, that was amazing. She took a fall and got bumped and went all the way up to her neck. It looked like a stunt. It was amazing. So everyone did great, but I got to just give you a little bit of a. It looked like you didn't know the step was that long and just.
No, but I totally did the belly flop thing.
Yeah,
I thought I did anyway.
Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing. Thanks, guys. Looked fantastic. Thanks for making that sacrifice for the show.
You're welcome. Thank you.
We also had the arrival of Allah, who plays one of our key characters. He is someone who we had been waiting on for weeks. We weren't sure if he was even going to be able to make it. He was stuck overseas, and it came at just the right time. Oh, lovely. Lovely to see you at last. You're here.
We made it.
Yes. And what's interesting is that the delays in some ways actually helped us in many ways. We didn't know it at the time.
It always does, right?
But yeah, it ended up working out. So yeah, he's caused me a lot of sleepless nights. I'm like, oh my goodness, is he going to get here? But I'm so glad.
Well, we're here now. We'll play.
Yeah,
we'll play.
absolutely. Unfortunately, his very first scene was the most emotional scene of the season for him, and we started kind of right in on his close-up. Poor guy had to kind of just jump right into the deep end of the pool, no pun intended, and just did a beautiful job. I think your instincts are always to kind of play it more subtle, which are mine too. But I don't think subtle always means quiet, and I don't think angry always means loud, you know?
Exactly.
So I think you're
here, I just need to play the passion.
Yeah, it's passion.
It's like,
yeah.
It's just like, it's almost like I'm telling him what he already knows, but still I'm saying it again. So like, do I really have to say this to you?
Mm-hmm.
Have you forgotten this much?
Yeah, so that plays.
Yeah.
I had literally multiple people come up to me and say, wow, the casting on this show is incredible. He's fantastic. And he is. And he's just now another member of our team that I'm just so excited about. We're assembling. The Avengers are assembling. One of the things that we had to deal with today was the fact that we were showing two different actors playing the same character over the course of 25 years. And so the makeup and the hair and the beard and the wardrobe all had to show the progression of 25 years, when in fact what we had to do was shoot in reverse. So you shoot them at their oldest first, and then you make them look younger. So you color in the beard, and on one actor you add a beard, and so you hopefully kind of have them meet in the middle so that they look actually somewhat similar to each other. And I was actually pleasantly surprised, and I think it's going to turn out great. So look, I'm exhausted. I'm truly exhausted. I'm missing my family, and I covet your prayers and your support. But the stuff that we're getting is exceeding my expectations, which is always the case. This show continues to be better than I am, and that's a good and comfortable place to be. So next week, we're hoping that the weather is not so frigid, but we're into more difficult scenes. But if it continues to go at this pace, we're gonna have a good season for you. So we got some footage today that is just beautiful. I was emotional watching it. This is literally the most logistically complicated scene we have done on The Chosen, including season 1. I promise you we have prepared. I promise you we have strategized. It's still very complicated, so patience is appreciated. I will fully admit this scene for a long time has been a little bit intimidating, but that's a good place to be. I'm comfortable with that. I don't have too much of an ego about it, so forgive me as I work through the day. A lot of us just have a lot of puzzle pieces together, and you are a big part of it. So thanks for your patience. Today was such a long day, a brutal day really. I think we ended up doing over 30 setups in one day, and we typically are going to do somewhere in the teens, low teens maybe. We didn't even start our first shot until 3 hours in because it was such a huge setup. We had to essentially build a cocoon to try to make the bright daylight look like dusk, because the whole scene takes place at dusk.
We're going to be shooting in here for most of the day, and it needs to look like it's dusk. So since the sun's going to be changing throughout the whole day, putting a green in the archway so that we can replace the background with something that looks the same no matter what time we shoot at.
And this was pretty much The Chosen's first big action sequence. You know, I won't give too much away, but there's an assassination attempt, and it involves multiple characters and multiple people moving around. And so it was like the day was just one huge puzzle with a ton of different little pieces that we had to do one at a time and slowly put them together out of order. Right at the time that Honey yells, fire, okay? When he yells fire, again, we're not doing this first shot up, I'm just giving you the overall landscape. When he yells fire, you three spin around and see these flames, and you're all freaked out. He's staring at Z. I was just the entire day feeling urgent and stressed because I knew we had limited time. We ended up going into overtime to get it. And at one point, at the end of the day, we had to turn nighttime into late day. Oh, I mean, it's exhausting, mentally draining. I will say this, we got some footage today that is just beautiful, and I was emotional watching it. Our actors are so good. So good. It was just a tremendous day, and we had some visits from some investors and from those who have paid it forward and who had earned the perk to visit the set, and some to be extras, and I was able to visit with some of them. I hope you've seen thank you notes and on our live streams, letters that we've read, and just seeing the impact of what you're doing and what you're allowing us to do is how we're all just kind of watching God do something crazy together.
It is.
So
it's going to last a long time.
Yeah.
It's going to have a huge impact.
That reminded me of the fact that you, with your prayer or your financial support or purchasing the merchandise like what I'm wearing today, that allows us to be able to do what we were doing today, which is shoot scenes, some of them difficult, but the ultimate result that we'll see in months is going to bear fruit when viewers' lives are impacted. That's what this show is about, is paying it forward and keeping it going so that future episodes and seasons can be made, seen by future people, seen by people, future generations. So thank you for helping make this happen. And thank you for your prayers and support, which remind me that even difficult days like today are all worth it. And I'm grateful, and I'll continually remind myself of that, and I will see you tomorrow. Hey, it's Dallas, I'm the creator of The Chosen. Thank you so much for checking out our video. I'm actually standing on the set of season 2 of The Chosen right now. Got a quick favor to ask of you. In exchange for all of the free content we're giving out on our channel and on the app, and all of season 1 is totally free, if you wouldn't mind clicking the subscribe or the notification bell, checking out the links in our description, it would really mean a lot. It actually helps the show and our channel get out in front of more people. Thank you so much.
Okay, we are back live. So they just got done with the concert, and if you look out there, we have all the people that are actually lining up. We have a little surprise for them that they don't know about. We have one last kind of concert song of choice. It really was inspired by The Chosen, which we're really excited about it. And take a look at everyone that's out here just getting in place. And once again, just for everyone, you know, they were COVID tested several times. We went through every protocol. This is unheard of. And we spent a lot of money on getting all those tests done because we want to do it right. We want to give it justice, especially with the Sermon on the Mount. And you can see back over here, Dallas is just getting ready. Just get all the shots ready. They're going to get people in play here. And let's kind of poke behind here. Behind the curtain. So today what we're trying to do is we're ultimately trying to get 6 shots, and we need to do that within a few hours because of the weather. Weather's been really bad. We have some rain that's coming in and some lightning. So we're hoping that we can get those 6 shots and we can have it a part of the series. So let's go ahead and poke around over here. See all the detail that goes into it. Looks like he's getting his shot set up, but we have this very expensive rig that's going to get the shot that we're looking for. And what's great about it is that the moments that we're trying to get is just kind of the epic crowd shots, the up above, and then tomorrow we'll actually shoot a lot in closer of what's actually happening. So sweet. So let's head over here. I saw Luis over here. Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great, and you guys?
Doing good. We're on the live stream. Oh dear.
How are you over there?
But we have people all over the world.
Yeah.
And one of the great things about our distribution partner, VinAngel, is they've been able to help us so much of getting it out to the world, and it's a lot to do with this guy right here. So why don't you tell them what you do and how they can get involved in helping you do what you need to do.
Okay, so that's the thing. I am the guy responsible for all the languages that you see on the app, like dubbing languages, subtitles, official ones. And we have an entire community helping us with the translations before we have the official one. So thank you, community, because you are doing a great job. And we have now we are about to have 11 languages. I can tell you.
You can tell us, come on.
Okay, we have German coming, Bengali, Indonesia, and also
Bengali.
Yeah.
How did we get Bengali?
Yeah, that's the point. and Tagalog too.
Oh, Tagalog, that's a must. I mean, we have our big fan base in the Philippines.
Yeah, so it's going to be amazing to see all these people all over the world checking and watching The Chosen. This amazing show this show is transforming lives, you know, and your life. If you don't know this, go and watch it. It's so simple. You just need to download the app, thechosen.tv/app, and well, you will see it. Right?
Yeah, just it's great. And the great thing about it is we're trying to, and we will, get it to 1 billion people, and it's key to actually get it translated so they can hear it in their native tongue. And so,
yes.
But it needs to be done the right way. And if you see the dubbing that actually happens in The Chosen, it's actually done the right way. It doesn't. It's not like
people are amazed by this, and we have already Portuguese, Spanish, Hindi, Russian, Chinese,
Arabic.
So all these languages already done in the app, and you can you will be amazed. Just check it. If you have someone that speaks those languages, show to them, and you will see that.
That's great. Thank you, Luis.
Thank
Appreciate
you so
it.
much.
All right.
See you guys.
Stay warm.
You too, my friend.
Okay, let's kind of head down this way. But the cool thing about it is every one of these people have contributed to The Chosen in one aspect or another, but they also paid for their way here. They paid for their first initial COVID test. And then when they got here, we actually had another test that they had to take. So there's a lot that's going on. And then two, it's not that warm out there and they're having to endure with it, but they're really enjoying it. So let's kind of head down that way if we can. And then, oh, we got Matt and Sam here. So if you see all the amazing photos on Instagram and Facebook, Sam and Matt have been providing a lot of that, those epic moments. So if you see those random clips, you know, that's their job. Are you sick of taking pictures yet?
No, not yet.
What about you,
Matt? Never, mate. Never.
Yeah, no, it's great. And so how is it like capturing moments like on the set here?
It's crazy. It's on a day like this.
Here, let's slip around because that wind's kind of
We go this way?
There we go.
On a day like this especially, it's really crazy. It's awesome to see people come out and I guess see what the show is filming like, so it's really cool.
And how is it to do it in your backyard? Because you like live right down the road, don't you?
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. And there was a moment ago when Alan, our set deck guy, came up and said, just randomly yelled, "Where are you guys from?" And like the question or the answers coming back were like, "Oh, Michigan, Utah, here, there." I'm like, that's crazy to see people come in.
Yeah.
Especially like you said, in my own backyard.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate your talent that you've blessed so many lives, even though that you don't get that thanks, but we do appreciate you because you can see your work all over the place. And then too, Matt actually volunteered. He's like, hey, I'll volunteer my skills.
Absolutely.
and he's helped us out, you know, not only here in Texas, but also in Utah. It's been great. And what was your favorite moment capturing?
You know, I think the stories within the story, you know, here we are, we've got this huge crowd today. But there's small little moments in between the chaos. My favorite image that I created was of Jonathan and George sitting on the steps. It was day 1 of season 2, and I feel like it's a story within the story of them two right before they're going on the set. It's just about finding those little moments that really resonate and really speak to the whole message of The Chosen, which is about bringing the light of Christ into people's lives.
Yeah, love it. Well, thank you so much. So let's kind of head down here and just kind of take a gander at all the people that are coming in. What we're trying to do, again, trying to get 6 shots. That's it. That's all we're trying to get for today. A lot of people think, oh, you know, making television, making movies is great, and it's all this, you know, all this razzle dazzle, but realistically, we just need 6 shots. They're probably only going to be seen maybe at least 10 seconds of one episode. And that's what we're here to do today, which is crazy, but it'll be worth it. But you can see we're just about ready to get in place, and we're just trying to stay a little warm. And we'll go find Dallas and kind of wrap out this live stream for you guys, just because we got to get filming and go from there. So let's just kind of go over here and we'll kind of wrap out. Go from there, because I would love you to see the whole thing and everything that's going on. We just got so much to do, a lot of little details. So he's talking to someone real quick.
One more mine.
It's always awkward. My whole life's been waiting on Dallas. Trust me, it's true. It's like, hurry up and wait. No, he doesn't even know we're doing this, so we'll wait for him. We'll be patient. So. So we're gonna cut in because it's just Chris. So, yeah. All right. So we're just gonna wrap up this live stream. So is there any last thoughts before we go? Because we can't show everything that's going on.
Yeah. So we've got 2,000 people behind me, and it's pretty overwhelming. We've still got to shoot it, still got to make it look good. But so far the response has been overwhelming. They're putting up with the cold. They're just such amazing partners. And every time I talk to you, though, I always feel like a bit bummed because I know some of you would really love to be here. But I can tell you that we definitely feel your presence and your support for us. And there'll be more opportunities. But thank you so much for continuing to support us. And this is as much yours as it is theirs and as it is ours. So glad you can see some of it.
So I gotta just ask, because we've had some conversations before, but we were standing in Utah, and the moment that Jonathan was reciting the Sermon on the Mount, just basically with that sermon with Boris.
Yeah.
How did that feel? Like delivering the line, writing the lines that were being said, and then kind of leading up to that.
Yeah, like when we showed the scene in Utah where Jesus is actually preparing the Sermon on the Mount, coming up with what he's going to say, and we filmed that already, and now we're going to film him actually delivering some of it and coming out. I mean, these are the words that changed history, and that the moment where you realize what we're capturing right now happened 2,000 years ago, and it's still changing the world now. We get a chance to actually kind of do it again in some ways. We get to kind of bring these words to the people again in a new and fresh way. It's really overwhelming. So today's a big day.
Well, we know that you're super busy.
Yes.
We're gonna just kind of go from
All right,
there.
Good. Talk to you soon.
Hey, do your work.
All
do
right,
your job.
I'll try.
Get going on that. So, just wanted to thank everyone. There's just so much that's going on, and just like what Dallas is saying, we can't do it without you. You've been on the journey with us, and if you're just joining us, you can actually download the app. What we want you to do is just consume it and share it, and getting it out to more people, because we actually want to get this to 1 billion people, and the only way we can do that is to make amazing content that people want to watch, but they'll also want to share. So thank you. God bless. Bye now.